Hello and how you doing, and welcome back to Two Jagoffs. I am Austin Cairns, joined here with
Lucas Kuhns,
and also joined here with
Jumbo Kuhns.
And welcome back to Two Jagoffs, and welcome to our NFL Week 3 predictions for the 2025-2026 NFL season. We have a lot to unpack and talk about in today's episode, but before we get into that, we got a full crowd here, the entire Two Jagoffs team, my dad and Lucas. How you both doing? It's good to see you both in studio.
doing pretty good. Gave myself a paper cut before this episode started.
Oh,
I'm good.
Yeah.
You have a paper cut, Dad?
No.
No?
I just don't know how paper works.
Oh, you can all do soft.
Yeah, I got baby hands.
Yeah, you got them
Soft.
Kenny Pickett hands. You got the small hands.
I still got bigger hands than you do.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. How you doing, though, Dad? It's good to see you. You weren't here last week. You were busy, of course, with work and all your meetings and stuff. We're glad you were able to make the trip out here today, though.
Yep. Busy week.
Busy week indeed, but it's been a busy week in the NFL, too, and on Two Jagoffs. We had our most recent guest on, which, feel me to be honest with you guys, probably my least favorite guest. I usually don't like slandering our guest on Two Jagoffs.
Who, that son of a bitch?
Yeah, no, that son of a bitch. That ungrateful POS, some guy named John. What? What's so funny about it?
I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, so what do you guys think of Some Guy Named John's episode?
Sucked.
Sucked?
Yeah, can't stand the guy.
Dad?
Bro, you got to hit the gym. Let's start with that.
You're moving your mic a little closer so we can hear you a little clearer.
Listen, before you can start talking smack, maybe hit the gym. I'll hook you up with a workout.
Ooh,
Come work out with me, and then we'll see you in the ring.
okay. Some guy named John has been called out by my dad.
Because didn't he get smacked around by Gannon and them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Cleveland, yeah. TMV.
I mean, Gannon and Duke are something else, though.
Yeah. Gannon, Duke,
They're
and
great.
MV Young.
You know the difference between them two and him?
What?
They hit the gym.
Boy, they hit the gym. They live in the gym. Look at Duke Davis. Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah. He's a beast.
That man got biceps on his biceps. He's.
I mean, when you're calling out commentators that are skinny,
Whoa.
don't work out. Don't take that the wrong way.
How am I supposed to take it?
But I don't see him talking that way to Gannon or anybody with any kind of muscle tone.
Yeah.
Get smacked around.
You got a point there. But the John episode is out on all platforms. We have another guest this Sunday. I don't want
Which,
to.
by the way, he's from Philly, so he sucks.
Okay, well, that's valid.
Yeah.
But our guest this Sunday, I don't want to spoil it yet, but if you caught the hint, it is a Point Park associate, someone within Point Park University. So definitely go check that out. Caden Warner's was great. Naz Fisher's was great. Bryn Rees. Matt Palangi's was great. So you're going to want to check this one out. It's a really good episode. With that all being said, though, not only has Two Jagoffs been popping, I don't know if you guys saw this or not. Did you see Point Park did an article on me?
Saw it today, actually, as a matter of fact.
Saw it today as well.
Yeah, they did an article and a POV, TikTok, Instagram reel. What do you guys think of that? I thought that was pretty cool.
I didn't read the article, but I saw the video.
I didn't know there was an article until 10 minutes ago, but the video is cool.
Yeah, I sorry. You guys both made an appearance in the video, too.
And my big bald head, thanks.
Well, it's not my
I'm
fault.
like this.
Well, it's not my fault you're bald. It's not my fault you were looking down.
Maybe like the hair went away because he was stressed because of you. Maybe you caused it.
Maybe.
You could be the problem.
Great. I guess I am the problem.
This side's you, this side's Bella.
And I'll be bald soon. I'm enjoying this haircut, but I don't want to be bald yet. I don't want to bring out the Stone Cold yet.
Oh, well.
Skinny Cold.
It's happening.
Skinny Cold Steve Austin. We'll take it. Love to talk about the NFL, though. We got a big Thursday night game coming up tonight, and I'll tell you what, it's an AFC East matchup. A lot of people are expecting a blowout. I have some other thoughts on it. I'm going to pass it over to you guys first. Dad, since you weren't here at all last week, the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins are squaring off. Dolphins almost had a comeback victory against the Patriots, but the Bills won in dominant fashion against the New York Jets last week. Where do we go from here? 2-0 meets 0-2.
Well, I want to say it's going to be a close game for the simple fact that it's a division game. But I don't know if you saw Miami play. They're god-awful. Tariq Hill's talking getting out of Miami again. I'm going to say it again to you, Tariq. You wanted the money. You lost 2 or 3 rings because of the money. So quit crying. You wanted to be on the shit team to get paid. You got paid. Don't cry now. Sorry, don't cry. The team sucks. Tua is not Mahomes. So I've been waiting on him wanting out of there. Waddle, I think last year I said Waddle should have left. It's a dumpster fire there right now. You got to remember, who did they come back against? It ain't like they came back against a good team either.
Yeah.
So I just think Buffalo's going to run away with this one.
Yeah, I think Buffalo's going to dominate this game. I don't see any chance that this is a close game. Tua even admitted that Josh Allen's a much better quarterback in his most recent, I don't know, like what it was, like interview thing with the media. The team's not playing good. They don't look good at all. They look like a high school team at best. So I think Buffalo's going to run over them.
I wouldn't take it that far. I actually disagree with you entirely. I believe this is going to be a much closer game than people are imagining. The Dolphins suck. Let's just say that right now. The Miami Dolphins are the worst team in the NFL. They're worse than the Saints. They're worse than the Panthers. They're worse than the Browns. Let's just get that out of the way. Is that going to be the case after week 3? I don't think so. Are we really forgetting that Tua Tagovailoa went 26 for 32 and threw 315 yards in week 2 in that almost comeback victory against the New England Patriots? I'm sorry. I don't necessarily believe this is going to be as big of a blowout as we're imagining. Buffalo's going to dominate this game. That's where Lucas is correct. Buffalo's going to control the tempo. They're going to control the run, and they're going to be dominant on defense. Miami got a secret weapon, though, a lot of people are forgetting about. We talk about the Tyreek Hills of the world. We talk about the Jalen Waddles of the world. What about the Devon A-Chains of the world? This was the second leading receiver as a running back for the Dolphins in week 2. He was dominant on the ground, dominant in the checkdowns. He is a star in the making, so A-Chain is the eye to keep out for in this game. Not Tua, not Hill, and not Waddle, who, keep in mind, Tyreek Hill that did have over 100 yards receiving in week 2. I'm going to go Buffalo, though, because Josh Allen is the best quarterback in football right now. He is the favorite for the MVP 2 years in a row, as he rightfully deserves. My only concern with Buffalo long-term is their receiving core. He really has no one to work with, but Josh Allen has made it work before. We'll see what happens when it comes playoff time, but in week 2, give me the Bills.
So you want to quote the stats of Tua and A-Train, Hill.
A-Train? We're not talking about Albert. This ain't the early 2000s attitude era.
Listen, check this out. Why did they have them stats? They played from behind the whole game. They had to play catch-up. So, yeah, they're going to get point. They're going to get stats. Congratulations. You got 300 yards and a loss. Congrats.
It's still stats, Dan.
I understand, but when you're losing the whole game, they put in a prevent defense. It's a softer defense. The D-backs are playing back. Nobody's playing man. Nobody's playing a tighter zone. So you're going to give up chunks of yards. You're going to give up those yardage. That's what they got. They played like crap the first half. We watched the game. Mm-hmm. They were terrible. Waddle was open. He was missing open players. They're just not a good team right now.
No, they're not. They're the worst team in football.
But, I mean, when you say the stats, I mean, granted, you got 4 quarters. If 3 quarters you get dominated, in the fourth quarter you throw for 300 yards because of the fourth quarter coming back, in the third quarter coming back, okay, congrats. You still lost.
Well, let me ask you this: would you much rather them lose in an almost comeback victory with those stats, or just completely get the brakes blown off them?
Is a loss a loss?
A loss is a loss, but I'm asking you a question.
I think I answered your question. Still a loss at the end of the day.
That doesn't answer my question.
Whether by 1 point or 30 points.
I would rather still put up a winning fight going down in an L than just getting blown out.
I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying...
You're not answering me. That's why I'm asking you a question.
I will answer the question.
You're giving me the political answer.
I'm not giving you the political answer.
You're very good. I can tell that you has taught you well.
It's not the answer that you want. That's the problem. It's not political.
Okay.
You're looking for a certain answer. You're like a lawyer asking a question, and you didn't like the answer, so you're asking a different way. Listen, at the end of the day, they were in prevent defense. They gave up all the yardage at the end of the game. Yes, congrats. You almost came back and won. But, hey, guess what? If I was 6'5", I'd be in the NBA too, but I'm not.
Well, let's not forget that loss was also to the New England Patriots last week, so the Dolphins shouldn't have been behind in the first place.
I understand that, but they were playing prevent defense, the Patriots. Half their starters are probably in the locker room drinking champagne or something.
I don't blame them. I would be too. Next game we got is on Sunday, September 21st. It is our first of many 1 o'clock games. The Atlanta Falcons and Carolina Panthers. This is an NFC South bout. The Falcons won in a very, very ugly Sunday night football game, 22-6 against the Minnesota Vikings. It was practically a field goal kicking contest the entire time because that's quite literally the only points that were scored in this game. And they're taking on the Carolina Panthers, who played from behind against the Cardinals but ended up losing 27-22. Lucas, I'm going to go to you on this one first. 2 teams that have quarterbacks that have so much potential but have a god-awful roster around them. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, both these teams are pretty bad. I don't have much to say because I'm going to be honest, I didn't watch either of their games last week. I think I'm going to choose Atlanta because I think that they're the better team. I think that Carolina only looked like they put up a fight because from what you told me, they scored in garbage time. So I'm going to choose Atlanta. I think they got the better quarterback.
Done?
Didn't you say at the beginning of the season that Drake London, I believe our first picks, You were talking about London being good. The running
Well, London's
back.
hurt.
I know. I'm just saying. You were mentioning how good their roster was.
Correct.
I'm not sold on Michael Penix Jr. yet. I'm not.
Fair.
I'm not sold on him. In this battle, it's two bad teams playing against each other. Fortunately, I totally disagree. I think at this time, which I don't even think he's playing well, Bryce is the better quarterback to lead them to a victory. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying he's a better quarterback overall. I'm saying in this matchup, I believe he's the one that's going to propel them to get a victory in this matchup. So I'm going to go with Carolina.
This is where I'm going to agree with Lucas. I'm going to take the Falcons in this game, and it's not because of reasons what you said, Dad. I actually fully agree with you. I do believe Bryce Young is the better quarterback, and I believe he can actually lead this team to a victory in a better place than the Falcons. But the thing is, the Falcons got a much better defense. This Falcons defense is, I would argue, elite. They're a top 5, top 10 defense in the NFL right now. The Falcons actually have a criminally underrated defense. Their defensive coordinator is a favorite for head coaching next year already. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed by the way they put the squad together. The last 3 years, they spent first-round picks just on their defense alone. And yes, I was mentioning the offense. I was mentioning the Kyle Pitts, the Drake Londons, the Bijan Robinsons, which I will say Bijan Robinson is a superstar right now. I would say he's the third best running back in football right now, easily, arguably top 2. I just can't put him above Derrick Henry and Saquon. Those are the 2 I can't put him above. But I'd easily take Bijan over the rest of the league. Bijan is phenomenal. Michael Penix Jr., though, I wouldn't say he's bad, but I wouldn't say he's good necessarily yet either. He looked very comfortable in week 1 in that 2-minute drill against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I don't want to forget that. But this was an ugly game. Very ugly game against the Vikings. And keep in mind, J.J. McCarthy went down as well. So it's not like he was playing from behind. They were in the lead the whole time. They relied on special teams, which congrats. After benching Younghoe Koo and bringing on a practice squad player, they actually were able to be efficient in terms of scoring. So I'm going to go the Falcons too. It's on the road. It's NFC South. You never know what's going to happen. Let's talk about this game, though. Green Bay Packers, Cleveland Browns. I'm going to start us off. Browns are a dumpster fire. There's no surprise there. I like their defense. They got some solid players on there. They got a couple Pro Bowlers. Greg Newsome is awesome. Myles Garrett is awesome. Mason Graham's going to be awesome. But this Packers team is different, man. Micah Parsons is a great addition to an already star-studded defense. The secondary is phenomenal. Jordan Love looks comfortable in that pocket. I know he's questionable right now, but outside of that, the rest of his team is just so good. The Green Bay Packers are probably the Super Bowl favorites in the NFC right now outside of the Eagles. I got to go Green Bay here. I think this is going to be a dominant game.
Are we in the Shedeur Sanders stage yet?
Well, we're going to probably be in the Dylan Gabriel stage first.
I'm just saying. What are you learning from Joe Flacco? He looked like he was 90 back then.
Oh, Joe Flacco's a good mentor.
Okay, but he's not a... He's 42 years old or whatever we figured out. What did he say, 41?
I don't remember.
41.
And he's not Aaron Rodgers 41. He's Joe Flacco 41. Mm-hmm. Aaron Rodgers still looks pretty good in the pocket for being an old man. Joe Flacco don't look good. This is going to be a blowout. This will be a game. If you got something to do like cut the grass, go cut the grass, then catch the 4 o'clock game. Because this is going to be a bad game. The only thing that keeps Cleveland even close to this is their defense. So I still take Green Bay.
What was the score of that Cleveland game?
The score was 41-17.
Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm choosing Cleveland. I'm choosing Green Bay. Green Bay's so dominant right now, and like you said, they probably are most people's Super Bowl favorites, if not the second favorites.
Enough said. Let's go over to the Texans versus the Jaguars, 2 teams that play in the AFC South. I'm going to be honest with you. It didn't seem like Houston wanted to win that game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Monday night. C.J. Stroud, there's still a lot of question marks around him. There's still a lot of question marks around this offensive line. There's still a lot of question marks around D'Amico Ryans as the head coach. The Jaguars, though, I mean, Joe Burrow goes down in your game, and Jake Browning comes out of the locker room and immediately scores. I'm just saying, if you're the Jacksonville Jaguars, how do you lose that game when the Cincinnati Bengals are already playing from behind and had just lost their franchise star quarterback in Joe Burrow?
Because they played prevent defense. They didn't attack the quarterback. They weren't blitzing him at all that series. He scored that touchdown.
It was bad. Are you okay over there?
It's doing the
Take a second to fix that. You're making a lot of noise. Push this up. Push this up. Middle thing up. There you go. Nope. Oh, almost.
Maybe.
Nope. Push it all the way up. See how it's an angle? 90-degree angle. Come on, Lucas. This is 4th grade math.
I failed that.
Oh, okay.
Not really.
There you go.
Such a disappointment at Southfield alma mater.
90-degree angle. See, we learned that in Carlington. Shout out to you, Mr. Donnelly. Thank you very much.
That was the new Southfield, not the old Southfield. We knew what 90-degree angles were.
Okay. But no, the Jaguars stink that, and I agree with you. I'm going with the Texans here. This is a bounce back for me.
I was pleasantly surprised to see that Chubb in that game. Mm-hmm. He looked good.
Yeah.
He looked real good. For that alone, I mean, I think I'm taking Houston just because of their running game. The mix with him and the rookie, I can't remember the rookie's name.
Who, Marks?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking Houston just for the fact of their running game because I think both quarterbacks are not playing that good.
No.
Trevor Lawrence didn't really look that good. He looked uncomfortable in the pocket. I think I pointed out week 1. After that concussion, I was worried how his performance was going to be. He looks a little – he got high, he's dancing around. He looks scared back there, in my opinion.
I'm going to choose Houston, but I wouldn't be too surprised if they lost. That offensive line is god-awful. Stroud can barely even get all the way back before there's already a guy in his face. That line's bad. And, both teams, Tampa Bay, they were both really bad. Like, neither team really wanted to win that game, it felt like.
No.
They were, but, I mean, wasn't it Baker that fumbled and everyone was just kind of staring at the ball, like, just looking at it?
Oh, yeah, they were just looking at him.
Yeah, like, neither team wanted to win that game, so I don't know. I'm going to choose Houston, but I could see Jacksonville winning this game very easily.
All right, so, Dad, you're with Houston. You're with Houston. I'm with Houston.
Yep.
Houston, we may have a problem. Let's go over to the Bengals and Vikings. The Bengals, Joe Burrow, that's the headline coming out of this team. He is going to miss about 3 months of action. Minimum. Hopefully he can come back sooner. Minnesota is also down their quarterback at J.J. McCarthy. He'll miss this game. So pretty much we're getting a Carson Wentz versus Jake Browning matchup. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I always defend Minnesota and saying they're a quarterback-friendly team, but Cincinnati is just too loaded with talent. I'm going to pick the Bengals here. This is going to be a cool showcase as well to see who really is the best receiver in football because you got Jamar Chase versus Justin Jefferson with 2 backups throwing him the football. Who can overcome that the most? That's going to be an interesting matchup here because the debate there could possibly be settled with this game alone.
I disagree with that. I think if they both had their starting quarterbacks, that's a debate you have. 2 backups, one might rely on the other, on the number one better than the other guy. Who knows?
Well, it's unfair because Burrow and Chase were college teammates. So Burrow and Chase have a history together, so they'd easily be better.
At least with the starters, they're going to obviously throw to the number one target.
Yeah.
More than a backup. A backup usually will do a check down or a tight end or somebody shorter. He's probably not throwing down the field like to Jefferson like the starter would do. That's what I'm trying to point out. As far as Cincinnati, listen, 3 months out, that's December.
Mm-hmm.
Super Bowl's in February. You guys know math good enough. It's only a couple months. It's only probably, 5-6 games, maybe 7 games tops. This could determine if they make the playoffs. We were predicting them to go pretty deep in the AFC. I know I was. I think this is believe it or not, I believe this is a must-win game for Cincinnati early. So I'm taking Cincinnati just for that reason alone. And I wasn't sold on McCarthy before he even got hurt. I'm not sold on Minnesota.
I'm going to choose Cincinnati as well. I think they're just, like you said, the better team. They got more star players. They got great receivers all around. Minnesota, they have good pieces, but I wouldn't call them like a good team necessarily. Down the starting quarterback, I really don't see a way they win this game.
This is where I agree with you guys. I'm picking the Bengals here, but I don't necessarily agree with your take about this is a must-win game for the Bengals because you can make that exact same argument for the Vikings. I mean, you talk about a team that a lot of people were also predicting to go very far this year. You were talking about a team where a lot of people said the stars are put around him. It's time to see if McCarthy can fold under pressure or if it's just a system. That's what the debate is with Sam Darnold right now, which Darnold proved this past week that it wasn't the system. It's that he is that damn good. We'll get to that in a little bit, though. But the Vikings, a lot of people were expecting them to go far. And with the Lions putting up 50 last week, with the Packers being as dominant as they are, the Vikings are now starting to trail behind a little bit. So that's where you can make that case there. I can't disagree with you on everything that you said about the Bengals, though. I believe they got the better talent regardless. I got to go Bengals here.
The only reason I bring up it's a must-win game, their starting quarterback's going to be out for 3 months. McCartney ain't going to be out that long.
Right, but Joe Burrow is a proven quarterback.
But what I'm saying is 3 months out,
That's a long time.
that could be potentially 8 losses.
Yeah,
Roughly.
they're done.
They're done. With 8 losses, you're done. That's why I make that analogy.
I'm excited for this next game. Pittsburgh Steelers, New England Patriots. We talked about the Patriots a little bit earlier.
Somebody's wearing a Patriots jersey.
They got it. Well, that's a T-shirt, not a jersey.
T-shirt, whatever.
Patriots got a big win, 33-27 over the Miami Dolphins this past week, while the Steelers ended up losing 31-17. Now, I have a lot to say about this game. I have a lot to say about some players, but I'm going to bounce it over to Lucas first. You got the Steelers hat on. I even put a Steelers hat right in front of you today as well because we got to rep the Pittsburgh Steelers on this podcast. So go ahead, take it away here. What was your thoughts on the Steelers this past week and their performance, and what's your thoughts going into this game?
I'll say it once again. Broderick Jones still sucks.
That's your best friend.
Heck no. On defense, Loudermilk, he's just another body. He's terrible. I don't think I've seen him get like a stat this season. He does nothing for this team. I don't know why he still has a job. We couldn't get anything going last week. That was a hard watched game. I was bored out of my mind watching that game. I'm not gonna lie. Rodgers, he just doesn't have enough time to actually do anything with this team. I mean, Broderick is letting people get to him very quickly. He's allowing sacks every game. Our line in general is not that great to be having a player like that on this team. So it's going to be hard. This is going to be a close game, I think. I don't know who's going to win. I'm going to say Pittsburgh, but I'd say both teams are playing at about the same skill level.
Dad?
I mean, let's face it. Why did the Steelers lose that game? The dummy didn't grab the ball on the kickoff. That's why they lost the game. It wasn't a bad play. I mean, both teams didn't really play that great. Steelers didn't look as bad as you're saying. If you remember, they had 5 or 6 starters on their defense out.
Yeah.
I mean, that's bad in itself.
It was all rookies at one point.
Yes, I mean, you had guys that were first-year guys, so I'm not going to say that the Steelers played that bad. I just think it was a bad game in general. Like I said, it all came down to me was that fumbled on the kickoff. If that doesn't happen, they don't get a touchdown, that's a tighter game. That kind of blew the game out of the water. But as far as in this game, I'm not sold on the Patriots. I know you guys keep saying they're the team. I believe Lucas said it on the way down. They're a dark horse. I don't believe that. I truly don't believe that. I'm taking Pittsburgh in this one on the road.
So you have Pittsburgh.
I have Pittsburgh. And I will say also Jack Sawyer did look good.
Jack Sawyer looked solid, but the rookie Caleb Johnson did not. And if we saw anything from the Giants this past week and the Steelers this past week, I was once again correct in the fact that the Steelers should have drafted Cam Scatterbo. The fact that you passed him up over Caleb Johnson is just abysmal to me. The fact that Jaylen Warren is considered to be a running back 1 in this league is laughable. And the fact that the Steelers still have this offensive line with guys like Broderick Jones on it is just despicable. Look, Aaron Rodgers did not look bad in this game. I'm just going to get right to the point there. Aaron Rodgers looked comfortable. Aaron Rodgers looked confident. This was nowhere near his prime Green Bay days, but it was nowhere near as bad as his New York Jets days either. So we got to give credit where credit is due to Aaron Rodgers. This defense, did you know TJ Watt over the last 2 weeks has only had 5 tackles total?
Yeah, he doesn't look good right now.
5 tackles. Are we really going to sit up here with a straight face and act like TJ Watt is the most dominant player on this team? The most dominant player on the Pittsburgh Steelers right now is Chris Boswell, who is the second best kicker in the league behind Brandon Aubrey, who won the game for the Cowboys. That's number 1. Number 2, where is the run defense? They cannot stop the run that saves their life. Breece Hall exposed them in week 1. Zach Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker just annihilated them on offense. It was so bad this past week. But I will say, DK Metcalf at times, he can go up there and get the ball. His route running is incredible. His hands, though, man, I mean, he had 2 drops in that game. 2 costly drops. Let's not forget that either. DK Metcalf cost the Pittsburgh Steelers on a big 3rd down. If he converts on 3rd down, you set yourself up in field goal range. Guess what? That's another kick that you could possibly put up on the board, along with Johnson not touching the ball. There's so many different things that went wrong in this game that if it went right, the Steelers could have won. The Seahawks, they just poured on the score in the end. And I'm going to give credit where credit is due to Sam Darnold. We'll talk about him more when we get to the Seahawks, but this Steelers team does not look good. They really don't. They're going to probably finish second in the division now because of what happened with the Bengals. They're probably going to make it to the playoffs, but don't expect anything more. Don't expect a first round win. unless it's against like a Houston Texans team or a beat-up Bengals. That's the only way I could see the Pittsburgh Steelers moving on. Now, I am wearing the New England Patriots shirt for a reason. I believe the Patriots are going to win this game, and here's why. We go back a couple years ago, one of my favorite games of all time, the Arizona Cardinals versus Pittsburgh Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. There were a couple people at that game, I'm not going to name names, but Lucas, you were there with me, and it was great being there with you. And not only was I there with you and some other people and the rest of the Steelers nation, but I got to watch my Arizona Cardinals crumble the Pittsburgh Steelers like a ball.
Did I get you them tickets?
You did, so thank you so much. I love you, Dad. It was my birthday gift.
You didn't even thank me.
It was my best birthday gift I could have asked for, but not only that.
Well, actually, he never told me that you got them.
Mm-hmm. And then we gave it to you on the
credit,
podcast.
didn't
Hush, I'm telling a story.
he took all the credit.
It's story time with Austin Cairns.
Okay, let me sit my stuff down. Go ahead.
The following week, though, my birthday wishes continued. A shooting star happened, and I asked, please give me another loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers, to a team with only 3 wins. Please. And guess what? Thursday Night Football, Bailey Zappi lit it up with the New England Patriots and defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think we can both agree the Steelers were much better a couple years ago when they lost that game. And I think we can also both agree that the New England Patriots were much worse than they are right now a couple years ago. So for that reason and that reason alone, I'm going to go with the New England Patriots. My only concern in this game is Drake May. I believe Drake May is going to struggle against the Steelers defense. I'm going to say that right now. Drake May is going to have a very hard time. But what the Steelers are going to have a hard time doing is A, stopping the run, and B, getting the run going. Because guess what? Mike Vrabel is the head coach of this team. He's a defensive mastermind. Give me the Pats.
So let me ask you this. You say Jaylen Warren. How is he a running back?
Mm-hmm.
How is Drake May a quarterback?
What do you mean? How is Drake May not a quarterback?
Do you think he's should be have a starting job?
Absolutely.
I do not.
That is
I
a
totally
crazy
disagree with
comment.
that. I totally disagree with that.
What has Drake May done that has not shown that he's
What
not
has
a
he
starting
done to show that he's a good quarterback?
He has great pocket awareness. He rarely turns over the football. He makes amazing reads. He is a great locker room leader. He has an incredible arm. He can escape outside the pocket. He has legs. I mean, what does Drake May not have that's not
Let's
a
see
starting
if that
quarterback?
happens this weekend because I'm going with the Steelers.
Okay. I'm just saying, what does Drake May not shown?
Show me this weekend in Pittsburgh when it's in New England. Show me. You're at home. Show me.
I would love to see it. But I'm going with the Patriots in this game. Easy answer for me. And it's at home. Patriots are at home. They're in New England. So give me the Pats. Rams and Eagles. Eagles, of course, beat your Kansas City Chiefs last week. While the Rams had an interesting contest up against the Tennessee Titans, rookie number 1 overall pick Cam Ward. Lucas, what's your thoughts on this game? This could be a possible NFC playoff matchup later on down the line.
I'm going to be honest, I also didn't watch the Rams game. I didn't really watch much football on Sunday. But I did see the Eagles game, and I was happy with the outcome. And I'll be choosing the Eagles this week. They have a very good team. They're not doing exactly as good as I thought they were going to do at the start of the season. I'll say maybe it's a Super Bowl hangover, but I think that they need to get back on track this week because if this is a game that they try to look over at all, they're going to lose this game.
So are you happy Kelsey dropped the ball? Let's just get to that.
Yeah, I was very happy about that.
Okay. All right. Philly didn't impress me in that game. I told you guys beginning of the season I thought the Chiefs are going to struggle this year, and they have. Philly, on the other hand, they didn't impress me as much. Mm-hmm. Barkley's a beast. Barkley's the reason they won that game. Solely Barkley won that game. Kelsey obviously dropping a pass. You don't drop it. I want to take an upset here. I want to take the Rams in the worst way. Mm-hmm. And the reason I want to take the Rams is Stafford. I think that the better matchup here is the quarterback. I mean, unless Barkley goes running wild on that defense, I'm taking the Rams. Hell with it. Let's go with the underdog. I'm going to Rams.
I'm not mad at that at all, Dad, because this is going to be a shootout. This reminds me a lot of the game last year between the Bills and the Rams where it came down. I think it was like 41-40 or 42-41, something like that. This game reminds me a lot of that. It's going to be a quarterback battle. Which quarterback can get more touchdowns at the end of this game? I believe it's going to be Hurts solely based on the run. I mean, let's not forget the tush push is a thing. All the Eagles have to do.
Stupidest playing football, by the way.
All the Eagles have to do is a check down or a slant or a curl route and then just run it twice with Barkley and then tush push on 4th down. That's all you got to do. Or tush push twice on 3rd and 4th. So the Eagles have an easy strat here. The Rams are good, though. I mean, Kyron Williams, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams. Puka's actually the best player on this team right now. Puka Nacua has been balling this year. I want to pick the Rams so bad, too. but I've seen them struggle this year. I have not really seen the Eagles struggle as much. Yes, they didn't play the best against Kansas City Chiefs, but I expected it. I'm going Philly, though. They're at home. It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be a close game. I'm not mad at all about you picking the Rams, though. It's going to be close. Next game that we got, New York Jets, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It has just been announced today that Tyrod Taylor will be the starting quarterback for the Jets. Justin Fields is down with an injury. So for that reason, and that reason alone, I'm going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But I want to give credit to one player that I actually believe is great. I am very hard on quarterbacks that come out of Ohio State because I believe Ohio State is not good at developing quarterbacks. One thing that I will say they are good at is developing wide receivers. Emeka Ibuka is going to be a star. Bucks, when Mike Evans retires, you don't got to worry. You just found your wide receiver one. What is it, 5 touchdowns already in the first 2 weeks or 3 touchdowns in the first 2 weeks? I think it's 3 touchdowns.
I think it's 3.
3 touchdowns in the first 2 weeks for a rookie. Absolutely sensational. He's going to be a star in this league. He's my early offensive rookie of the year, if we want to be specific. He is that damn good. Give me the Bucks.
I'd give that to you. I don't think there's another player I can think of that's better.
Nope.
As of right now, no, I agree. But I'm going to take Tampa Bay as well. I just think the Jets are done without Fields. Tyrod Taylor, maybe 7 years ago, maybe 8 years ago when he played in Buffalo. That's when he played in Buffalo, right? Like
Something
8,
like
10
that.
years
I mean,
ago.
he's been all over the place, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tampa Bay puts it together this week, and I think they actually go out and win the game convincingly. I'm taking Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I'm taking Tampa Bay as well. I don't see any way the Jets can put something going in this game.
I mean, although they have a good running back.
Not sure.
That is true. Brees Hall.
I mean, if they if they do what they did against Pittsburgh, that could be a chance to win the game. They may have to do that because Tyrod Taylor ain't that good of a quarterback.
I also want to say this. Well wishes go out to former Pitt alumni Kalijah Cansey, who just got announced that he's going to be out for the rest of the season for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that's a big loss for them on that defense. Next up, Indianapolis Colts, Tennessee Titans. I have been waiting all week to talk about this one. How about the 2-0 Colts? They should be 1-1. That was a bullshit call in week 2 against the Denver Broncos. I don't know how you make that call at the end of that game. They should have lost it, but a win's a win, as we like to say. So Indianapolis are 2-0, but let's not take anything away from Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones has absolutely lit it up. He is the reason why this team is winning. Taylor is great. The receiving core is great. Downs, Pittman, the rookie tight end. I'm all on board with the Colts right now. I'm going to go with them on the road against the rookie and Cam Ward. But Cam Ward has also looked great. And Alan Manor also looked good, their rookie receiver. I mean, I think he's going to be a star as well. So we got to keep an eye on him. When is the Colts collapse going to happen, though? That's what I'm sensing. I don't think it's going to be in week 3, but I smell it's going to come down the line here pretty soon. And the question that's coming out of Indianapolis right now is, where does Anthony Richardson fall after this? I mean, Daniel Jones looked good for 2 straight weeks. I think the tap out might be permanent.
Giant Eagles hiring.
Giant Eagles hiring?
Yeah, we're hiring.
We
need cart guys.
We don't need nobody down the warehouse. That's soft.
Send AR5 an application if you don't mind.
I don't know. It might be too much physical labor pushing those carts.
Yeah, he's too soft.
But no, I'm going to pick the Colts here in week 3. I'm very impressed with this team. Very impressed.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm pleasantly surprised by how good the Colts are playing. Danny Dimes, dude. Got to give it up. Danny Dimes. Daniel
Jones gained your respect?
So far, so good. I mean, he's playing good. He's playing good ball. I can't even bash him. He looks like the Danny Dimes we've seen in college.
I noticed this. Every time a player leaves the Giants, they get better. Saquon looks better with Philly. Daniel Jones looks better with Indianapolis. Xavier McKinney looks better with the Packers. What the hell's happening?
The Giants suck.
Shoot, bring Andrew Thomas over to the Cardinals. I'll take him.
I'm not sold on Cam Ward. Go back to that. I'm not sold on Cam Ward. I think the better matchup here is Danny Dimes. Until they fall, I'm going to pick him.
Lucas?
I'm going to choose the Colts as well. Cam Ward's actually surprised me a little bit. He's doing decent for what he's being given. I love the highlight reels of him just absolutely juking defenders. It's great.
He's mobile.
Nobody's talking about him, considering he was literally the first pick. He got overshadowed by every other player in this draft.
Shador.
But I do think the Colts are just the better team in general, and Danny Dimes is definitely the better QB still.
Yeah, and I really like Ward and Alaminer. I mean, I'm going to keep talking about him because he's not being talked about enough in NFL media. I think he's an underrated wide receiver. I mean, it's only because Ibuka was drafted higher and is playing much better. But, I mean, you give him and Ward a better line, you get them a run game they can fall on because outside of Tony Pollard, they really have nobody. So I believe the Titans can be good in a couple years, but they're a rebuilding franchise right now. They're on the right path.
You know how you get noticed? Win games.
Win games. Well, right now they can't because they don't got the tools around them. So right now they're in that rebuilding phase, but mark my words, Titans will be there in a couple years. We can only hope. As long as they keep building. Let's talk about the Raiders and Commanders to close off the 1 o'clock games. The Commanders did lose in a Thursday night matchup to the Green Bay Packers, and my God, the Las Vegas Raiders looked awful. 3 interceptions, a 49 QBR from Geno Smith, easily the worst game of his career. Raiders are cooked. Ashton Genty's great. Give me the Commanders. Jaden Daniels actually didn't look as bad in week 2. A lot of people were smelling a sophomore slump. We haven't seen it yet. Jaden Daniels has looked good in his week 1 win and his week 2 loss. So give me the Commanders here in a week 3 bounce back.
I think they are on a slump from last year. I wasn't impressed with the total team performance. I mean, Jaden Daniels didn't look that bad. The Raiders are terrible. I'm happy they're terrible because the Chiefs are terrible right now, so I'm happy they're terrible. So I'm taking Washington.
I'm choosing Washington as well. The Raiders look terrible. Geno Smith, I know we all saw that face of him being posted around. He did not play good. The team did not play good. The best thing going for him is injured right now in Brock Bowers, so I don't see a way that they win this game. Washington still looks good.
Next up, we got the Denver Broncos and LA Chargers. The 2-0 LA Chargers taking on the should-be 2-0 Denver Broncos. I'm here to tell you right now, Justin Herbert might be on track. I don't know what the rules are, but if comeback player of the year is still an option for a guy who's projecting his career better, I feel like he should be in that running. Justin Herbert looks solid. And I was very critical of Justin Herbert this offseason. I was actually more critical of him than I was Allen and Lamar because you need to win games, dude. Like, you have the tools around you. You're just not executing on it. He's executing on it now.
He figured it out.
And the one person that we can thank is Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh has came in and completely changed the culture of the Chargers. This is a playoff contending team. This is a possible AFC championship contending team. I wouldn't quite go as far as say Super Bowl contending team yet. I got to see them against some more real competition. But they had their way with the Chiefs in week 1. They had their way with the Raiders in week 2. I want to see how they play in this week 3 matchup against the Broncos, a team that a lot of people say is a dark horse team and a team that I claim and so many other claim to be the best defense in football. I've got to go with the Chargers here at home. This is a statement that they need to make. Bo Nix has more inexperience. If Nix gets the win against Herbert on the road, you can count the Chargers' chances of being in the playoffs out.
I'm going to agree with you. I'm also going to go with the Chargers. I think this is going to be another close game, but I have a feeling that Denver might have a little bit of rage from that last game. They know that they should be undefeated right now, but they're not, so they could carry that over and play with a lot of aggression, and that could be very good or very bad depending on how it translates. But I'm going to choose the Chargers at home. I think Justin Herbert needs to keep this streak going to prove himself.
I totally disagree with both of you. I'm actually going to take Denver, and the reason I'm going to take Denver is the Denver defense.
That's fair.
Herbert played a defense week 1 that was really not ready to play. Kansas City from the first whistle was not ready to play that game. Their defense stepped it up in the second game. Now, week 2, the Chargers play the Raiders. Their defense sucks. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. They suck. Their team sucks. He's not been tested yet. He's been back there taking his good old time, finding this receiver, that open receiver, this open receiver. That doesn't happen this week. This defense puts pressure on him. This defense makes him make the Justin Herbert mistakes that we've been seeing for the last couple years of why he's not an elite quarterback, why they can't make the playoffs. I'm taking Denver in an upset here.
I'm not mad at that take at all because I've claimed time and time again the Denver defense is the best, which I will stand on that hill and die on that hill. But I just have a question for you. Let's just say Herbert does go out there and beat the Broncos. And let's just say close game blow. It doesn't really matter. Let's just say Herbert is the one that walks away with a week 3 victory. Are we have to look at the Chargers as real contenders after that or what? Would you say Herbert proved himself if he can get the win? It's just a question. I'm not trying to track.
I'd have to see how he plays.
Okay.
I mean, because you can win and not really win.
Right.
Doesn't mean you played great against a good defense. I think if he plays lights out against a good defense, well, then maybe I'll come back on here and we'll have that conversation.
He's also in the top 3 right now for MVP runnings early on just because of his performance, which, I mean, you can't discriminate like that. That's pretty good first 2 weeks.
And plus, I mean, listen, if they lose this game, now everybody in the division, The leader's going to be 2-1. My Chiefs somehow pull a victory off. As a fan, you're one game out of first place.
All right. Well, let's move into our second 405 game, New Orleans Saints, Seattle Seahawks. The Saints actually almost had a comeback victory against the 49ers, while the Seahawks, of course, dominated the Steelers. Look, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Spencer Rattler actually doesn't look too bad. The Saints is still, in my opinion, a bottom 5 team in the NFL. They're not going to go anywhere. They're not going to make it to the playoffs. But in 2 weeks of Saints football, one against the Niners, one against the Cardinals, Spencer Rattler looked comfortable in the pocket. Obviously, he doesn't have a line behind him. Obviously, he doesn't have weapons to throw to him. But the defense isn't half bad. There's a couple of guys that are going to be all pros this year. Cam Jordan is a monster, a future Hall of Famer. Kool-Aid McKinstry is actually a pretty solid cornerback. I'm not mad at this Saints team at all. But I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it because I've seen what the Seahawks can do. I've defended Sam Darnold ever since he departed from New York for a reason. I blamed Adam Gase, and I'm going to continue to blame Adam Gase. And ever since he left that poor organization, he has gotten better each and every single year. This is going to be a good game. I'm going to go with the Seattle Seahawks at home.
I said it week 1. I wasn't here week 2. I said it week 2. I'm going to say it week 3. I'm betting against New Orleans every week. I wouldn't care if it was the Carleton Cougars, Southfield Lions, or any local high school. I'm betting against the Saints.
Would you pick Point Park University's football team?
I would coach Point Park to the victory.
Well, Point Park just announced we're going to have a women's flag football team. Would you pick a women's flag football team over the New Orleans Saints?
I would.
Absolutely. I'll get the one basketball player from Point Park, Pavlik. I'll get her.
Oh, Emma Pavlik?
She'll be my quarterback.
Hey, Emma Pavlik is a good basketball player.
She's dominant.
Mm-hmm.
You can be a wide receiver. I'll be on the line.
Okay, so you'll be on the line. I'll be a receiver. Emma Pavlik, QB1.
Yep.
I like this. You're coach.
We're going deep every play.
Saints are screwed. Sorry, Rattler.
Don't worry, I'll protect our QB.
Good. You're going to be up against Cam Jordan, though. You got to get that, line drills.
Just give me some powdered donuts. I'm good.
Just don't watch Broderick Jones and you'll be fine.
All right, let's not
God.
spend much time on this game.
Yeah, let's not.
Terrible.
You got Seahawks too, huh, Lucas?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it?
Terrible.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Next game. Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. I just got to say, first and foremost, how about them Cowboys? Listen, if anybody is celebrating this victory in week 2, you should be ashamed. Russell Wilson looked phenomenal. I'm going to talk about him when we get to the Giants because he deserves his respect. Let's talk about the Cowboys. Brandon Aubrey is easily the best player on this team. My goodness, the kicking is immaculate. He is incredible. I still say he's above Boswell. I know that's a debate. Lucas doesn't agree with me on it. You don't have to. But the Cowboys.
Yins are coming out.
The Yins are coming out? What do you mean?
I'm not agreeing with you.
You don't agree either?
That's not what I said.
Oh.
The Yins are in him. Coming out
the
of
Yins
why
are
he
in
doesn't
him.
agree.
Well, you got the Steelers hat on, so that makes sense. But no, listen. Dak Prescott did not look good in this game. CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens at times looked good, but at times also looked bad. I just got to be honest with you, Dad and Lucas. I don't see the Cowboys going anywhere this year. This game proved it to me. They took them. This was the stat that Lucas kept saying. I'm going to quote you, Lucas. I'm going to give you the credit on it. 3 overtime possessions to win. 3. That's disgraceful. Floor is yours.
I have no idea what's going on in Dallas other than Nick Brown quit sending me messages before the games are over. That's number 1. Number 2, I have Dak Prescott on my fantasy team. I have Bo Nix on my fantasy team.
I'm so sorry for you.
I started Bo Nix thinking he was going to get better stats. As bad as Dak played, he had better stats than Bo Nix. I have no idea why he cannot score points with them 2 receivers.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion, they are the most talented duo in the league. CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. George Pickens is an athlete.
Over T. Higgins and Jamar Chase?
Yes, I think he's better than T. Higgins. I don't know if Jamar Chase is better. I mean, if
I don't know about that.
CeeDee Lamb. No, I still think CeeDee Lamb's the best, one of the best.
He is one of the best, of course.
I think Jefferson, him, and Chase are up there.
Yeah,
but what I'm
top
saying,
three.
as a duo, I don't think T. Higgins is better than either CeeDee Lamb or George Pickens.
I
don't agree.
I'd argue T. Higgins is better than George Pickens because George Pickens is losing at least 15 yards, usually once or twice a game guaranteed.
You're basing that on him playing with the Steelers, is what you're basing that on.
No,
He's done
with
it the
penalties.
first 2 weeks of the Cowboys.
With the penalties.
I get it, but penalties doesn't make you a bad receiver.
Does it?
I mean,
It just makes you not being a disciplined receiver.
I mean,
not reliable.
whenever you're punching a defensive back down the field, whenever
Makes you
you're not
undisciplined. You got to remember, he is in a toxic environment in Dallas. It's a very toxic environment from the owner down to the coaching staff. The reason why they can't win is Dak Prescott. I told you guys, if he does not win this year, bye-bye Dak. I'd get rid of him. I'd cut him.
Even after paying him all that money?
Yes. I wouldn't have paid him all that money in the first place, but they did. But with that being said, I'm taking Chicago for the simple fact I think they have the better team at the time. I don't know when these two are going to put it together, Dak and his receivers. I don't know when they're going to put it together. They're running out of time, though.
Lucas?
I want to choose Chicago, but I have a feeling that Nick Brown's going to do some black magic stuff in the basement. Dallas is probably going to win. It's probably going to be a stupid game. It's probably going to be close. Brandon Aubrey's a good kicker. CeeDee Lamb's a great receiver. The team doesn't look good, but I don't know if I see the Bears beating them this week.
Nick Brown. You're going to probably love me more than new management after what I'm about to say. The Dallas Cowboys are going to kill the Chicago Bears this weekend. A lot of people aren't expecting it. Are we really forgetting that the Bears gave up 52 points last week to the Detroit Lions? Ben Johnson is a so-called offensive mastermind, a genius, a wizard. A juggernaut. But he gave up 52 points and only put up 21, and 2 of them were in garbage time. I'm not sold on the Bears at all. I gave them a lot of credit going into the season saying they're going to compete and they're going to give other teams a hard time. I take that statement back immediately. This Bears team looked awful, and I'm not even blaming Caleb Williams. I don't think Caleb Williams looked half bad. Outside of the pick, he actually looked pretty good in this game. So I'm going to pick the Dallas Cowboys confidently because, yeah, I believe they are pissed off after nearly losing to the New York Giants. They should be. So they're going to go out there. They're going to go into Chicago. Bears fans are going to be crazy. And the Cowboys are going to shut them down before halftime. I expect 28 points before halftime from the Cowboys. Give me Dallas.
Okay.
Oh, well, no disagreements. Okay. I was a little surprised. I thought you guys were going to be like, whoa, how dare you?
I mean, listen, Chicago got their ass beat. What are you going to say?
Yeah, exactly.
When you get knocked out in a fist fight, you can't get up and say, well, I tripped over my shoe. No, you got knocked out. You got knocked out. At the end of the day, you got your ass beat.
Oh, you got a good point there. All right, let's talk about the Cardinals and the 49ers, 2 teams with wins this past week. Mac Jones was the one that led the victory for the San Francisco 49ers, 26-21 over the New Orleans Saints. Arizona Cardinals went up early on the Carolina Panthers. Pretty much the game was 27-9 the whole time, but then, of course, the Panthers put up a couple scores in garbage time. Final score ended up being 27-22. Listen, the Cardinals are 2-0 right now. The 49ers don't look half bad even with a backup in. I believe this is the week where the Cardinals do take their first loss. This is on the road. The Cardinals typically struggle when they do travel up to San Francisco. I believe the defense on the Cardinals is much better than what it's used to. Josh Sweat is a great addition from the Philadelphia Eagles. He's a champion. He's a warrior. He's going to go out there and do great things for us. The Cardinals are down 2 starting offensive linemen. The Cardinals are also down one of their starting corners and their secondary safety. So the Cardinals have injuries going into this game, more injuries than the Niners, surprisingly. Marvin Harrison Jr. needs to get the football more. I don't know why we're not distributing the football as much. I blame that on our offensive coordinator, who I've had choice words for all summer, and I'm going to continue to feel that way about him. I don't believe Jonathan Gannon's a bad head coach at all. I believe he's the best head coach we've probably had since Bruce Arians, so I'm very happy with him. I don't think they're going to get a win, though. I'm going to put my bias aside here. It's going to be a close game. The Cardinals are going to put up a fight. Kyler Murray has looked amazing the first 2 weeks. I got to go 49ers, though.
I'm actually going to give it to your Cardinals here.
Oh, thank you.
I don't think that they're going to break the streak yet. I think it will be a close game. Obviously, rivals. Neither team is great. Neither team is bad. I'm just not sold on Mac Jones yet. I mean,
He looked good, though.
He did look good, I will say. I was waiting for New England Mac Jones, but it didn't happen. I just think that Arizona actually looks like the better team. For once, I'll say that.
How many catches Harrison have? Like 4 or 5?
Well, the specific numbers that he had against the Panthers.
Yeah, it was very low.
It was 2 for 27 yards on 4 targets.
Why are you not throwing to your most talented target on your team?
Well, I disagree with you on that. Trey McBride is the most
He
talented.
dropped a lot, though, that game.
He did, but he also had 6 receptions for 78 yards.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying he dropped a lot. I think...
That's tight end in football. It's kind of hard not to
That's
throw
your
him.
opinion. But anyways,
ESPN disagrees.
I'm not sold on
NFL
Mac
Network
Jones.
disagrees.
Unless it's a Big Mac, I'm not sold on it. Because I don't like Mac Jones. I don't think he's going to be any good.
Wait, repeat that quote again? Hold on, we got to
Unless
clip
it's
that.
a Big Mac, I'm not sold on it, man. Mac Jones, whatever.
Damn it, I'm hungry now.
Oh.
Listen, the end of the day,
Guess we're
your
getting food.
Cardinals are breaking their streak of losing in San Fran. I pick him in a tight game. I can't believe it. I'm saying he's a better quarterback. Kyler Murray, not top 15, maybe 17 or 18.
Why not?
I'm just saying.
I mean, Kyler Murray is 2-0. Patrick Mahomes is 0-2 if we want to be specific.
Oh, we're going to get to that because I have a picture for you.
Oh, well, don't you worry. Ladies and gentlemen, the game that I've been waiting for, Sunday Night Football, Kansas City Chiefs, New York Giants. Dad, you were not here last week when we talked about the Eagles and Chiefs. I actually gave credit to your Chiefs. Actually, out of the three of us, I was the only one that picked Kansas City last week. They disappointed me. Week 1, they also disappointed me. They have a matchup against the Giants on the road, MetLife Stadium, which is known for being cursed in East Rutherford, New Jersey. I'm going to go to you on this one first. I want you to have the floor here. Let's give our props to Russell Wilson real quick. This was the best game he's had since he was in prime Seattle days. Outside that one turnover in overtime, you got to give all the credit in the world to Russell Wilson. This is two, I wouldn't say bad teams, but two questionable teams going at it on Sunday Night Football. What's your thoughts heading into this game?
Two teams without identities right now is the way I'd put it.
I like that.
Yeah, that's the way I would quote it. Did you see the pass to Malik Neighbors?
Yes.
Me and you saw it. I know we saw it.
Oh, it was incredible. Oh, my God.
Hit him in stride.
Wait, which one? Because he did that like 3 different times in the game.
No, the one in the end zone that me and you watched.
Beautiful.
He threw it like 30, 40 yards right on. I mean, listen, Russell Wilson, best deep ball still out there. I told you that when he played in Pittsburgh. I don't think he was utilized right in Pittsburgh. The only problem is he's in the curse of New York, which is the New York curse with the Giants and the Jets. I told you guys at the beginning of the season I thought the Chiefs are going to struggle because they didn't go out and get a receiver.
Yep.
And I still believe that. Mahomes did not look that bad. He didn't look that great. The run game looked good at times. The defense was the reason they were in that game, and the only reason they were in that game. They kept Barkley under 100 yards, which is magnificent nowadays. He did score a touchdown. The tushy push, the drop pass.
Tushy push?
Whatever the hell they call
It's
it.
the tush push.
Whatever. Tushy push.
Tushy
Philadelphia struggle. I heard some other name for it, too. Anyways, the reason they lost that game, they got beat at home. Kelsey dropped a touchdown.
Yep.
But their defense kept them in the game the whole game.
Yes.
They even had a chance to win it at the end.
Yes.
They come back and scored, and then they were out of timeouts. I can't even remember why they were out of timeouts, to be honest. It was bad management of the clock once again by Andy Reid. And the one play that I recall, I think I said it to Austin, they were on their own 30. It was 4th and 5. It was early in the third quarter, I believe, and the Chiefs went for it. I have no idea why you go for it on your 30. That's an Andy Reid screw-up once again. But for all you haters out there, I'm getting a lot of hate from the guys I work with, texting me, and so I found a very interesting picture. I don't know if we could see it on the screen. It's Mahomes, okay? And they're all saying how bad he sucks. We hate the Chiefs, da-da-da. Year 1, AFC Championship. Year 2, Super Bowl win. Year 3, Super Bowl loss. Year 4, AFC Championship. Year 5, Super Bowl win. Year 6, Super Bowl win. Year 7, Super Bowl loss. How are you hating on them stats? I will gladly send that in any text to anybody. It is facts. You can hate on them all you want. It's the Brady effect all over again. It's just the yinzer in us because he's not in Pittsburgh. If you had them stats in Pittsburgh, everybody'd have his jersey on. Am I right or wrong, Lucas?
No.
So in that case, I'm taking the Chiefs on the road. This is where they get back on track. I don't know how because they don't have a good receiver, so I'm going with my heart, I guess.
I'm going to choose the Giants here.
Of course you are.
Oh, I smell tense.
Wilson looked great.
Maybe
Neighbors look great.
Maybe I'll send you that text.
You can send me it. I see the text. But he doesn't look good right now, and he has no one to throw to. Kelsey killed your best receiver. And then Kelsey dropped the ball in the end zone and gave it to the Eagles. They're not playing good. They can't get it right. You admitted they can't do time management right.
No.
Mahomes actually overthrew a receiver that was wide open. You can't be doing that. They don't look good. And the Giants looked really good last week. I'm picking the Giants.
Good. Chance to respond.
What was the score of that Giants game again?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Oh, 37-32. I thought you were asking him.
It was in overtime, right?
Yes.
They didn't look great.
No.
They won. They didn't look good. That's what I disagree with. Go ahead.
I feel like the matchup that we are all being unfair about when we talk about the Eagles and Chiefs last week. It's not Mahomes versus Hurts. It's not Barkley versus Pacheco. It's not receivers versus receivers. It's not defense versus offense. It's actually Kevin Patullo versus Steve Spagnuolo. That's the matchup that we should talk about. The Eagles offensive coordinator completely ripped apart everything that Spags was throwing at him. Yes, the Eagles did not look great offensively, but they played smart in this game. Yeah, Barkley was held onto 100 yards, but Hurts made the right reads. He made the right throws. He wasn't heaving it downfield like he was in the Super Bowl to A.J. Brown. He wasn't out there running out of the pocket like he was in the Super Bowl. They played safe. The Eagles played safe in this game, and Spags was thrown off by it. I saw a video that was done by Dan Orlovsky on NFL Network, and he completely showed that the Eagles' defense was just caught off guard from the get-go. They had no response to anything the Eagles was throwing at them. If they ran it, the Chiefs thought they were running. I'm sorry, if the Eagles ran it, the Chiefs thought they were passing, and vice versa. Like, the Chiefs were not ready in this game. They were unprepared. Now, talk about Patrick Mahomes. This is the worst that he has looked in his career so far. They are 0-2 for the first time since 2014. If you remember correctly, Dad, that was the last time the Chiefs actually missed the playoffs, was 2014. Correct. I don't believe it's going to be the same fate this year. So everybody that's saying the Chiefs dynasty is over, my dad already read you the numbers. I don't think it's a debate that the Chiefs dynasty is over. Until they miss the playoffs again, I don't know why Lucas is throwing a pen at me. I didn't think that was that controversial.
Throwing at you.
I didn't think that was that controversial. I need to get like a shield around me.
Actually, I dropped out myself and then it rolled.
Okay. But no, I don't think it's a really controversial statement to make about the Kansas City Chiefs being a dynasty over. I mean, like, are we really going to sit here and act like the dynasty's over when they were just in the Super Bowl? Yes, they look bad right now, but they lost to a division rival week 1, and they lost to the Super Bowl champions week 2. Let's see how they play going forward. Now, if they lose this week to the New York Giants, then the real conversation is going to need to start talking. Okay, wait a minute. Where do the Chiefs really lie? But again, I said this beginning of the year, the New York Giants is not a team to be messed with. They're not going to go anywhere. They suck. They're 0-2 for a reason. But Russell Wilson looked good. And I'm going to continue to say that Russell Wilson is better than Aaron Rodgers at this current state in his age. The Steelers made a mistake by getting rid of Russell Wilson, and I said that. I was always on the Russell Wilson train, not the Justin Fields train. Let's not forget, Justin Fields started for the Steelers last year. If you give Russell Wilson one full year with the Steelers, they're going to be much better than they were under Aaron Rodgers or Justin Fields or Kenny Pickett or Mason Rudolph. Russell Wilson still has talent. In this game specifically, though, I pray to God that the Kansas City Chiefs win. I don't mean to turn it to the New Day. Thank God for the New Day. No, give me the Kansas City Chiefs here. They are going to win against the New York Giants. Russell Wilson is going to keep it tight. I just have a feeling the MetLife curse is going to continue.
The one thing that I agree and kind of disagree, Spags was out-coached, and the reason he was out-coached, usually with a mobile quarterback like that, what Spags likes to do is he likes to have, as he calls it, his spy on the quarterback. Mm-hmm. And that's usually like Nick Bolton or somebody like that. He did not run that whole game. The reason why, and I will agree with you, the reason why they lost was not the arm of Jalen Hurts, not the legs of Barkley.
The scheme.
Not the defense. It was the legs of Jalen Hurts. He scrambled for a lot of those third and longs and was able to get first downs when needed. Mm-hmm. He was able to...
He only had 9 rushes for 15 yards, just so you know.
But they were very crucial.
They were. I just wanted to put that up.
Yeah, they were very crucial. Where Mahomes had like 70 yards rushing or something like that. Mm-hmm. But they weren't crucial ones except for the touchdown that he scored. That produced points. I'm saying some of his scrambles were like 3rd and 4s, 3rd and 5s. That is why. That's why I'm saying that Spags would have had a spy on him. I think that game, I don't know, could have, would have, should have. They lost. So, at the end of the day, they got out-coached, not played.
All right. I think we're all, well, so you're picking Giants. We're both picking Chiefs. I'm actually excited for this game. This is going to be a really good Sunday Night Football game. I'm not going to be watching any other games on Saturday, though. I'll be watching WrestlePalooza on ESPN, which I do want to talk about at the end of this episode, actually. Last game, Monday Night Football, Detroit Lions, Baltimore Ravens. This is going to be a shootout. I would say the 2 best offensive teams in football was going head-to-head. Maybe outside the Bills. The Bills are up there, too. Lions looked good. We were questioning the Lions a lot in that Week 1 performance. I would say Week 2, they showed, hey, we're still that same team. We don't need Ben Johnson. We don't need Aaron Glenn. We don't need any of our coordinators. Our players are back, and that's all that matters. Jared Goff lit it up. Jahmyr Gibbs was great on the run game. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams. I mean, Tesla or Telesa or whatever his last name is. the practice squad receiver that eventually became, or maybe he was undrafted. I forget his backstory, but he had 2 incredible catches back-to-back weeks.
He's undrafted.
2 OBJ-like catches in back-to-back weeks. I'm excited to see what he does against this Ravens secondary. In all honesty, though, let's pump the brakes here for a second. Baltimore is a phenomenal team. Yes, they lost week 1 in bad fashion to the Buffalo Bills, but they reminded us who they were in week 2 against the Cleveland Browns. This is going to be a close matchup. I'm going Baltimore at home, though. I would say this score is going to be like a 35-32 or like a 36-34 kind of game. It's going to be really close, come down to the wire. Baltimore's going to win it all.
Yeah, I'm choosing Baltimore as well, and I do agree with you. It's going to be a shootout. Both teams are probably going to score about 30-ish points. I just think Baltimore's the better overall team. Detroit I'm a little concerned about from what I did see on like the first week. Obviously, they stepped it up last week. See if they can hold it against a good team or not.
Baltimore showed me, once again, I'm going to sound like a broken record, that they should just trade Derrick Henry and just give up on the experiment. Because once again, he had like 2 or 3 rushes or something crazy, maybe 8 rushes for 23 yards. They're not utilizing the best running back in the league. So why do you have him on your roster? To say we have the best running back? Listen, at the end of the day, to win these kind of games, you need to establish a running game so when you get a lead, you can pound the run.
You're talking about the week 1 matchup.
No, last week he did not have the good stats.
Right.
I'm talking about...
Against the Browns?
Yes, Derrick Henry did not run good.
Mm-hmm.
I have him in fantasy. I know for a fact he did not run good.
That's fantasy, but...
I guarantee he didn't have a lot of rushing. But anyways, to go on to Detroit. See, this is where I think I want to disagree with both of you.
But you're right, it's 11 carries for 23 yards.
There you go. 11 carries, 23 yards. Best running back in the league.
Mm-hmm.
He needs 20 to 30.
Even Lamar barely ran.
But I'm saying you need 20 to 30 rushes to get your 100 to 200 yards that he will produce. Anyways, I think the reason why I'm going to pick Detroit, is the receiver, St. Brown.
Mm-hmm.
He's a beast.
I'm not mad at that, yeah.
He's fast. He's got great hands. But the thing that stands out with me with him is great route running ability.
Yes.
I think he's one of the best route runners in the league. Besides Justin Jefferson, I give that title to him.
Would you say it's bad of me if I said he's the 4th best receiver in football right now?
No, I would not be mad at that. And you know what? I had a chance to watch that receiver. I told you I watched that. I like the kid. I like him a lot.
He's a good kid.
I mean, he's a kid to me. He's not a kid to you guys, but he's a kid to me. I hope I hope good things come to him because he's a good person too. And not that should matter in football, but it always makes it better when they're good guys too. But I'm actually going to take Detroit because I think they're on track now. And I'm not impressed with Baltimore. Unlike you guys, I'm not ready to give them the AFC North crown yet. I'm really not. I'm not impressed with them. Week 1, they should have beat Buffalo. They didn't. Mm-hmm. They should have won that game. Good teams win them kind of games.
My only clapback to that would be I don't blame Derrick Henry at all for that.
I don't either.
I blame John Harbaugh.
I do too.
I think John Harbaugh, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's the same thing with Mike Tomlin. Like, yes, John Harbaugh doesn't have the winning seasons like Tomlin does, but John Harbaugh has the playoff wins. He has the playoff appearances. He even has the Super Bowl under his belt. But it's just time and time again. There's so many games they could win if it was just one crucial mistake was changed or one crucial decision was different. The Baltimore Ravens are right there. They're in prime position to win every single year, but they can't, which is why I defend Lamar like no tomorrow because I believe Lamar Jackson is that talented, can be that Super Bowl winning quarterback. He can be that face of the league, but he's not, and that's because John Harbaugh's holding him back. You can say the same thing about Sean McDermott with the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen. So I just believe if John Harbaugh understands the value that Derrick Henry brings to this team, just let him run the ball all game. Let Lamar work his Louisville magic that he had, and it's going to pay off. Right now, though, I still got Baltimore.
See, I think the problem with what's going on with Derrick Henry is if you don't want a good running back, if you don't want a number one best running back in the league, then why in the hell are you paying him and putting him on your team? Mm-hmm. If you're just going to run Lamar Jackson and use his arm, then you don't need that dominant running back Spend the money on your defense. Tighten up your defense. Get a better receiver. They don't have great receivers. Flowers, okay, he's good now.
Oh, DeAndre
Hopkins now. But I'm saying in the past years before this year, they've not had good receivers for Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fair statement to make, right? The reason why they wanted to pay somebody like Derrick Henry. Okay, we're paying Derrick Henry. To give him 11 rushes, that's why you're paying the best running back in the league is for 11 rushes?
It feels like Greg Roman's still on the team, doesn't it?
I feel that John Harbaugh is submarining his Derrick Henry this year and last year because I believe he still has a lot in the tank. I believe he's one of the best running backs in the league. Harbaugh, you don't listen. I've been telling you for weeks, last year and this year, I'm going against you. I'm going Detroit because you get in your own way, John Harbaugh.
I love that. I fully agree with you. But can't we say the same thing about Dan Campbell at times?
Yes.
I'm just saying, like,
yes,
we could say the same exact thing.
We could say he makes bad clock management. We could say he makes dumb plays like Andy Reid.
I know that's my only concern.
But the difference is,
so it really comes down.
They're going to run up the score.
Oh my God!
Baltimore don't run up the score.
I don't know about
Dan
that
Campbell.
They did the last 2
going.
weeks. They put up 40 the last 2 weeks.
They had to win.
Yeah, but not last week.
I'm saying Dan Campbell put up 50 when he doesn't need 50.
Well,
he only needs 20 to win. He just wants to keep running up the score.
Dan Campbell he coaches football like it's Madden.
Yes. He's pretending like he's playing his buddies online.
That's so true because if you think about the clock management, Dan Campbell literally coaches like he's playing Madden on the PS4.
He would be like me. I would never have a punter on my team if I was a head coach. I wouldn't even know what that position was.
Punter?
Yeah, I would not have.
He'd be like, you mean a kicker, right?
Yeah, no, a punter. We would never punt. 4th and 30, we're throwing the ball. I'm not having a punter. I'd have a field goal kicker. That's it.
Well, if it was John Harbaugh, he'd do like a 5-yard check down, but
he wouldn't. He should not have Derrick Henry. I would love to have him on the Chiefs. If we were on the Chiefs with him, I like our end of it.
Okay. Anything you want to add on? Okay, or are you pretty solid with where we're at with the Ravens and Lions?
I don't think I really can add anything. I feel like everything's been said.
Well, everything has not been said in terms of football because yes, the NFL. That's all of our predictions. But I got to get your reaction on this, Dad. I ask you at the end of every NFL episode. I know the size. You know where it's coming.
Oh, yeah.
How about that backyard brawl? Pitt, West Virginia.
You know, I did pick Pitt. And I don't blame their defense because I think their defense kept them in that game. I blame Holstein. I blame Narduzzi.
Is it time for Narduzzi to go?
No. I blame their offensive coordinator. I don't know what the hell they were doing in the fourth quarter. I don't know the play calling they were doing. Some of the questionable throws. West Virginia should have never been in that game at the end.
They also pulled the quarterback and then brought him back.
Correct. The defense was dominating that quarterback at the beginning of that game. But once again, the offensive coordinator, I don't know who he is. I'll find out his name. He sucks. My opinion, he sucks. He's not a good coordinator because you should not lose that game. Mm-hmm. I blame that solely on that offense. In the play calling, the execution of the plays, it was terrible.
Right.
I mean, they let them get, and then I seen it on one of the sports stations. They're like, well, they gave up 2 long drives. Well, the defense was tired. They were on the field a lot.
Yeah.
Quit having 3 and outs, and then they wouldn't be so tired. I'm just very disappointed. That should have been they should be 3-0.
I'm disappointed too, Lucas. I know you don't really have much to add on because it's Pitt, West Virginia. Unless you do.
You should let your dad talk to Nick Brown about that game.
Why is he like West Virginia?
He picked them.
I got fired at Friendly Paws actually because of it.
They fired you?
Well, for a day. Courtney is a West Virginia fan. She went to WVU, and Nikki told me when I was making my coffee in the back, and she's like, "Hey, Austin, she's a West Virginia fan." So I said, "Oh, screw the Mountaineers!" And then all I heard in the other room was, "You're fired." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool."
And then they do a dumb song. You ever heard their song they do? You know, have you ever heard
Go
Sweet
Mountaineers.
Carolina?
Yeah, they say "Eat shit, Pitt."
They say "Eat shit."
That
Pitt.
one, yeah.
Instead of "Let's go Pitt," they say "Eat shit." I say "F Penn State." That's what I say, but
I don't want to tell you what we say about the Mountaineers. This is, we want people to watch us and view us.
yeah, we love you, West Virginia.
So we don't want
Broken
to.
heart.
Yeah.
Screw you, West Virginia.
You don't care. I will say this to end off today's episode. I am very disappointed in that game. I don't even want to talk about it with how bad it is. We'll see what happens with Louisville in a week and a half. But
Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville. Not you, Ryan Quinn, but Louisville. How about WrestlePalooza? I know a lot of you guys might not know too much about this, but it's a big event. John Cena, Lesnar one last time. First ever WWE event on ESPN, which is exciting. And the big match that everyone's talking about is Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. And the returning AJ Lee. Oh my God, it's awesome. What do you guys think?
If CM Punk and AJ Lee don't win that, then that's a bad event.
I want to boycott it.
What? Oh, because of ESPN.
No, because WrestleMania, what they did with WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I want to boycott WWE on that. I won't, but I want to because you sold out to a foreign country.
Oh,
you
Saudi.
sold out to Saudi Arabia. Nothing against Saudi Arabia, but you sold out to them. What about all these other cities that put in all these bids for WrestleManias that could be making millions of dollars for their city? We're giving it to a foreign country. I totally disagree with that. 100%.
If we're giving it to a foreign country,
Should have been France.
it should be France. France has the best crowd in WWE history. Lyon, France, Paris, give it to them. I would easily give me a month of wrestling in France. I'd be happy.
Let me ask you this. Where's your biggest viewing base?
France.
No,
With wrestling?
with wrestling.
If we want to be specific, the numbers actually say India and then USA number 2. If we want to be specific.
Okay, but why would you not give it to where you became great at?
No, I agree with you, but WWE is known now as a entity that travels all over
They're
the world.
chasing money. That's all they're chasing.
I know. I'm just saying, WWE is no longer a national thing. They're all over the place. They start off territorial.
It's fine, they're international.
Yeah.
The NFL's doing it. Do you know who that was? That was Lamar Hunt. He had a vision to take stuff overseas.
I'm not mad at WWE going overseas at all. Saudi Arabia, yes, I agree with because of politics, and I'm not going to get into that here.
No, it wasn't even so much about politics.
Oh, it is politics for me. I don't believe they should be in Saudi Arabia strictly because of politics, because I personally believe they are unfair to women's wrestlers. I really do. So
I will
stand on
personally say if you're gonna bid for it, you shouldn't be able to control what the wrestlers can and cannot wear. It's their gimmick for their company, and you're the one that wanted them to come to your country.
Thank you.
My thing
That's all I'm
is,
gonna say.
I'm just going to keep it out of politics because politics always ends bad for me because I'm pretty strong in my stances. But my thing is, it should be in the States. USA is where you got all your money from. You're selling out over money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm disappointed in that. When it was in California, when it was in Vegas, it was in all these places. Them cities are losing out. America's struggling right now. We all say it. We should take care of America first.
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't we taking care of America first? I think I am boycotting this because of that.
Even WrestlePalooza?
I think I am going to.
Well, can we at least talk about the match? Because that's a big AJ Lee's return. I mean, you saw
Yes,
the return.
I mean, that I'll probably watch, to be honest. But WrestleMania, I'm definitely boycotting because of it.
All right, well, let's talk WrestlePalooza then, not WrestleMania. What do you think about the mixed tag match? This is a big one.
AJ Lee looks good. I mean, she's, 38, I think we looked up? 39? She's ripped.
She hasn't
She's
aged.
in good shape.
No, she has not.
She actually probably looks better shape than she did when she was in her 20s. And listen, I'm not a Becky Lynch fan. I hope she beats the shit out of her personally. I'm not a big fan. I'm the man. No, you're a woman. You're a woman. Like, I don't know. Her slapping CM Punk, good for you. You didn't hit a woman. I respect that. But she probably deserves to get her ass beat now.
She's still.
Because you need, if you're going to hit somebody, I agree a man shouldn't hit a woman, but some woman should beat your ass, and that's what's going to happen at WrestlePalooza. I believe CM Punk and her are going to win.
Is Randy Orton the only current wrestler that actually fights back against anyone?
Oh, yeah, he don't care. He'll arc anybody.
Gender
rules are out the window with Randy Orton.
I kind of like that. Kind of fits his theme.
Yeah, well, he has voices in his head.
Well, he's an asshole in real person from what I understood.
That's what I've heard too.
I heard nobody likes him.
We'll see.
I just
Why,
don't
you
think.
gonna meet him?
I don't think he wants to be bothered.
I want to. I'll hopefully want to meet him one day.
Oh.
I think he just doesn't want to be bothered.
Well, you're not an
in public.
asshole to me. I'm just telling you what I heard.
I think he just doesn't want to be bothered in public, which is
Yeah.
fair.
AJ Lee, though.
Then don't be a superstar.
True.
True.
Comes with the life. You can't have the life and not. Goes back to tree kill. You wanted the money, bud. Guess what? You get a shit team with it.
Anyway, I'll say this about this match. This is going to be arguably the biggest mixed tag team match. Triple H said it best. It's going to be bigger than Triple H and Stephanie versus Ronda and Kurt Angle at WrestleMania.
That was stupid.
What do you mean? That was incredible. That
I
was
don't like
of the-
Ronda.
That was the best mixed tag
I
team
never-
match of all time.
I never-
Ronda
liked
beat
Ronda.
the shit out of her.
That was that was funny.
No, that was an amazing match. Don't listen to Lucas. That was a great match.
I just like
WrestleMania.
Ronda.
I just like Ronda too, but that was her only good match in her career. But no, that was a great match. AJ Lee is my favorite women's wrestler of all time, outside of Alexa Bliss. So
He had a crush on her.
Oh, absolutely, I did. Who didn't? He did too. So
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You're a Nikki Bella guy. So
I was. No, I'm not. I don't like her anymore.
I like AJ Lee because my daughter, when she was younger, Isabella, would come out dancing like she
Oh,
did.
like skipping around the living room?
Skipping through the living room and everything. So I'm fond of her for that reason. Brings back some good memories. So
CM Punk and AJ Lee's a pretty good wrestling couple too. But I will say this. Breaking the fourth wall for a second, give credit to Becky and Seth. They made this segment really good. They really sold AJ coming out. They played into the crowd really well. They're amazing. They're both first ballot Hall.
Do you guys remember Kennywood?
Unfortunately.
Yes.
Do you remember Kennywood Day when you guys were younger going to Kennywood Day? You went with a girl. Do you guys remember that?
No.
Do you remember what the significance was?
Couples
Couples.
two single guys.
So couples would wear, it was a high school thing, they would wear matching clothes.
Okay.
So congrats. That's what they're wearing, matching clothes. He looks ridiculous dressed like his wife. He looks absolutely
You don't like
ridiculous.
Seth Rollins' drip?
He looks like his wife. No, I don't think it's, I think it's ridiculous.
They share the same wardrobe.
Yeah, I'm with him on this one.
I am too. I'm just messing with him.
Holy shit.
Oh, man. Well, WrestlePalooza.
Quit dressing like a girl, bud.
Okay.
Stay out of your wife's closet. Get in your own closet.
I don't think he has one. He wore a suit on First Take.
Yeah, he looked like an idiot.
No, he actually wore a suit on First Take.
Oh, on first take, I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I like to say at IWC. I like to yell at the people, stop letting your mom choose your outfits.
I like
people
booing
at
the
IWC.
cameraman.
Some of those
Huh?
people.
Oh, shut up. Well, I'm not a cameraman anymore. I'm a commentator now, so
I'll boo you.
I'll boo the commentary even worse.
I've upgraded.
I hope I get those seats right by the
I
table.
will turn
again.
my seat right at you and boo you the whole time.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna start a commentator. You suck chant.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that.
I know you wouldn't.
You would join in though if it already started.
No, I wouldn't.
Well, WrestlePalooza is this Saturday. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great time. I'm not looking forward to seeing Pitt any more this season. I'm not going to Louisville. I'll be up at camp celebrating Joshua's 18th. Happy early birthday, Josh. But anyway, that is our Week 3 NFL predictions. Dad, Lucas, any final words you want to add on before we end things off today?
Oh, yeah, by the way, some guy named John. Bro. What's up with the 70s porn stash?
Looks like Waluigi to me.
I'm going to show up at 880.
Okay.
I'm going to be bringing some people with me.
Oh,
You're going to know when we come, some guy named John. Ferret Boy. What's the other clown's name?
Reese Hayes.
Reese Hayes.
Reese.
Reese?
Reese.
Reese's cup.
Like Reese's Cup?
Yes.
Yeah.
God. Is he any good?
I actually like Reese Hayes. Oh, he's technically my boss. He's the co-owner of 880, so I got to be careful.
Oh, hey, Reese. Good job, bud. Thanks for getting my son a job.
He's choice words. I have to be careful.
Yeah, the other two clowns, I'm not.
I don't care about them.
Do I
Yeah,
have to
we're
be careful?
coming for you.
I can say whatever you want.
Because you
You
mess with
suck,
this
Reese.
son of a bitch, you mess with this son of a bitch.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
And I'm that son of a bitch's bodyguard.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
like it.
Okay, yeah. Us three versus you three. Leaders by example versus the two
I
Jagoffs.
don't know, I'm old, man. I don't know if I can get in a ring anymore.
No, look at Fair Boy. He's out of shape.
Me, you, and my Dom. There.
I might have to
Boom.
throw one of you guys at him. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
give
still
your,
got a good fight in me. You know what? No, I could probably get in the ring.
turn into Popeye. Get a can of spinach. Yum, 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 yum. You'll be good to go.
I mean, I know one thing they don't know: how to lift weights.
Reese actually is pretty jacked up, but
I've never seen him. I've
Reese
seen the
is
other
jacked.
two.
Reese was an amateur wrestler in the back.
Clayton and John aren't.
I don't think I remember him from when we went to 880.
You know the distance song that Bella plays all the time? Like, he's going the distance. That's his theme.
I'd have to see a picture. I don't recall him, so I can't even comment.
All right, we'll do it real quick.
I'm commenting on the other two clowns.
There's a picture of Reese flipping off Austin.
Oh, well, that one's not really a good picture. Let me actually go to, like, his account, like when he's in his gear. That one was after a match where he was all bloody.
Insert Jeopardy music here.
So I do like the fact that I'll give some guy named John. Yeah, he's pretty jacked.
Mhm.
He's pretty jacked. Some guy named John was in character the whole time. I'll give him that. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, it was actually fun episode.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't a total douche flute.
It was for most of it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Made for good promos.
Yeah, him flipping you off. Wait till you see me, pal.
First
Let
ever.
me stop you there. You'd only mess it up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I love when he does that. It's so funny. Lucas, you got any final words before we end it off today?
It's a fun episode. I'm glad you're back.
Glad you're back too, Dan. Hopefully you can
Thanks.
stay.
We missed you last time. There wasn't as many arguments.
Well, somebody got to be the asshole. I guess it's me.
Yeah, the asshole. I'm the Jagoff. You're the asshole. He's the bodyguard.
Yep. Oh well. We all know our roles.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for tuning in to Two Jagoffs. Don't forget, Day of Giving, Wednesday, October 29th, here at the Fishbowl from 5 to 7. Two Jagoffs Live will be coming at you. You get to see all of us there and some returning guests as well. We're in the works now. Ticket prices will be soon announced. If you're a student, you get in for free with the student ID. Make sure you bring your actual ID because happy hour starts at 4. With that also being said, there's a new episode of 2 Jagoffs out this Sunday. Point Park University's very own, can't say who just yet, will be coming on the podcast. Also, go check out our chaotic episode of Steel City Commuters from yesterday. Our guy Kevin Homa joined me and Nick for a game of Truth or Dare. Let's just say it got really chaotic right here in this media hub. So definitely go check out Steel City Commuters. Thank you all again so much for tuning in. Until next time, we will see you all in the next one.
Peace.
Bye.